Hi friends! This week you're going to be reading the fiction story, The Boy Who Cried Wolf. And then you're going to read a second version of that story, The Boy That Cried Wolf, so that you can compare the two texts. On the first day, you're going to be asked to write a short summary of the story. So what happened at the beginning, middle, and end. So today, I'm going to model how I might write a summary of a fiction story, and I've chosen the story, The Three Little Pigs. So you can see I've written my name and the date. I've written the name of my text, The Three Little Pigs. Yours will be The Boy Who Cried Wolf. And day 1. So let me show you how I might model my summary. So to start with, I'm going to say the name of the text. So let me skip a line, starting with a capital. I'm going to say, in the story, The Three Little Pigs, I'm going to capitalize that title. Three pigs set off to make their way in the world. And I'm going to put a period at the end of my sentence. This is my introduction, so you know what I'm going to be writing about. So the first thing that happens is the first little pig builds his house of sticks. Period. So that's one thing from the beginning. Oh, and another thing I want to say, but when the big bad wolf, and I capitalize that because it's his name, comes, he blows the pig's house down. Period. So those are two things that happened at the beginning. So next is the second little pig. So I'm going to start with my middle, and I'm going to say the second little pig built his house out of straw. So that's my first part of the middle. I'm going to put a period. But when the big bad wolf comes, he blows down his house! Exclamation mark. Now I have a second part to the middle because there's a third little pig. Now, the third little pig builds his house from bricks. When the big bad wolf comes, he huffs and puffs, but cannot blow the house down. Period. So in the end, I'm going to say, in the end, the wolf gives up and goes back to the woods. Period. And the 3 little pigs live happily ever after. Period. So when I retold the story, I put a beginning so that the reader would know what I was writing about, and I gave a couple of details from the beginning, a couple from the middle, and then a couple from the second part of the middle, and then a couple at the end, so you would know what happens at the end of the story to wrap it up. This is my example of the 3 little pigs. Now this week, you're gonna get to share your thinking of a summary of The Boy Who Cried Wolf.